dear students, this is Sir Gauradhiman again welcomes you all in our Path Maths online classes. My dear students, conic section topic is going on in our classes, and in our topic we have completed the two curve shape figure which are the part of the conic section, and these were discussed in the last video, and these are circles and parabolas. So today we are going to start the next curve shape figure which is a part of conic section, and this is known as your ellipse. So let me first of all define the term ellipse. What is your ellipse? This is a curve shape figure, no doubt. I have told you just 1 minute before, and this is defined as the locus of all those points, the ratio of whose distances from a fixed point and a fixed line, it should be or less than 1. Let me more clarify with the graph. Let us consider any two fixed points. Let these are the fixed point f1 and f2, and a line which is passing through these two fixed points is, let us taken as your x-axis, and the midpoint of these two fixed points are taken as your y-axis. So this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, and let me take two fixed lines as well. Let this is your first fixed line, this is the second fixed line. Now the locus of all those points which moves in such a way that the ratio of the distances from this fixed point to the fixed line, that should be or less than 1. Means if this is your the point P which is moving in such a way that the distance, the ratio of the distance from this fixed point F2 and the fixed line, let this is your L1 and L2, that should be or less than 1. That is denoted by S. So PF2 upon PS, this should be less than 1. So my dear students, ellipse is always a locus of all those points. The ratio of the distances from a fixed point to the fixed line, that should be always less than 1, is known as ellipse. There is one more definition of the ellipse, and this is given by, this is the locus of all those points, the sum of the distances from the fixed 2 points should be your constant one, and that will be in the form of like this. Like this is your, like this, that this is your the P dash point, then P dash F1 plus P dash F2 should be a constant one. So this is the another definition of the ellipse, and this is the first type of the definition of the ellipse. So we will discuss about the ratio of the distances from a fixed point to the fixed line, and this ratio, my dear students, is known as eccentricity. This ratio is denoted by small e and is known as your eccentricity. So बच्चों, कॉनिक सेक्शन का वो पार्ट जिस पार्ट के अंदर इसेंट्रिसिटी की वैल्यू लेस देन 1 होती है, दैट इज़ नोन एज ऑलवेज योर इक्वल टू एलिप्स, और जिसके अंदर e इज इक्वल टू 1 होता है, दैट कर्व शेप फिगर इज़ नोन एज योर पैराबोला, जो कि हमने लास्ट वीडियो के अंदर डिस्कस किया था. अब यहाँ अगर इसेंट्रिसिटी की वैल्यू लेस देन 1 आती है तो दिस इज़ योर एलिप्स, and in the next video we will discuss about the hyperbola in which the eccentricity will be or greater than 1. So today we are going to discuss about this topic ellipse, or this is defined as a locus of all those points, the ratio of the distances from a fixed point and from a fixed line, that should be less than 1, and this ratio is known as eccentricity. So we are going to discuss about the curve shape figure in which the value of eccentricity is your less than 1. Now these two fixed points are known as your focus. This is focus number 1, this is focus number 2, so they will be all termed as foci, because plural of focus is your foci, they are 2 in number. And these two fixed lines are known as your directrix. Already we have discussed about the directrix. This is a fixed line from which the distance is to be measured from a fixed point. My dear students, now let's see. The midpoint of these two foci is known as your center of the ellipse, and the distance between from this point, let this is your A and this is B, then this is distance which is lying on the x-axis and passing through the fixed point is known as major axis. This is known as your major axis. This is the axis which is your distance in between of the one vertex and the other vertex and passing through the focus. फोकस से पास करती हुई एक वर्टेक्स और दूसरे वर्टेक्स के बीच की जो लेंथ होगी, दैट लेंथ इज नोन एज योर लेंथ ऑफ मेजर एक्सिस. एंड द लाइन विच इज परपेंडिकुलर टू द लाइन passing through the focus is known as your length of minor axis. These 2 points which is your A and B are known as the vertices of the ellipse. These are the vertices of the ellipse. Now dear students, let me discuss about the equations and the length of your minor axis, length of major axis, equation of directrix, foci, and also the length of latus rectum. Length of latus rectum already discussed in the last videos, that this is the length in between of the path followed by the curve passes through the focus. So this is the length of latus rectum. This is your A dash, this is your B dash. So A dash B dash is your known as length of latus rectum. So बच्चों, depending upon these two fixed points on x-axis or the y-axis, the ellipse is categorized in your two types. Number one, horizontal ellipse. This is known as horizontal ellipse, in which the fixed points are lying on x-axis. This is known as your horizontal ellipse. And in case whenever these fixed points lie on your y-axis, this is something like this. The fixed lines will be here, foci will be here, this is F1, this is F2, this is L1, this is L2, these are the fixed lines and the fixed points. Then this type of ellipse is known as your vertical ellipse. So there are the two types of mainly ellipse. Number one is horizontal ellipse, number two is your vertical ellipse. Now we are going to discuss about the length of latus rectum, vertices, foci, and so on in case of both the ellipses. So let me start now the description about these horizontal and your vertical ellipse. For that let me draw a table. और टेबल के अंदर बच्चों मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि कैसे कैसे आप लोग सबसे पहले बात करते हैं एलिप्स के लिए. डायग्राम. This is your horizontal, and let me draw here the vertical. So horizontal ellipse is always like this. This is your center, these are the vertices, this is your A and this is point B, let this is C, this is your D, this is origin O, and vertical ellipse is always the foci are, this is your F1 and this is your F2. Here this is your F1 and this is your F2. So these are the two fixed point foci and these are the directrices. Like this. Now this is about the diagram. Now the equation of ellipse. In this case the equation is given by x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. And in this case this is given by x square by b square plus y square by a square is equal to 1. These are the equations of horizontal ellipse and your vertical ellipse. In both the cases, a should be greater than b. It's very necessary that a should be or greater than b. Both the cases. The bigger value is a here, bigger value is a here. Now the vertices. In this case, the vertices are plus minus a comma 0. So this is the point a comma 0 and this is the point minus a comma 0. Here also this is your 0 comma a and this is your 0 comma minus a. This is plus minus 0 comma plus minus a. The vertices in your horizontal ellipse is plus minus a comma 0. In this case, this is 0 comma plus minus a. Now foci, coordinates of foci are given by plus minus c comma 0 and in this case 0 comma plus minus c, where the value of c is given by a square minus b square under the root. Because the equation of ellipse will be given to you, in that case you have to just find the value of a as well as b. The greater value will be treated as a and lesser value is treated as b. Then the value of c can be obtained by a square minus b square under root, and this will be the foci. Now length of major axis. My dear students, you can see if this is a and this is a, from 0 to a length is there, from 0 to a length is there, then the complete length will be your 2a. So length of major axis is your 2a and this is also having length 2a. This is 2a. One more thing, this is if the equation of ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square, then dear students, the major axis is having the vertices and the minor axis has the vertices 0 comma b and 0 comma minus b. Similarly, this is your b comma 0 and this is your minus b comma 0. So if the major axis is having length 2a, then the length of minor axis will be your 2b. Length of minor axis is your 2b and this is again 2b. Next is your equation of directrix. Equation of directrix is given by, let me write down here. So equation of directrices, which is given by x is equal to plus minus a upon e, and this is given by y is equal to plus minus a upon e. This is the equation of directrices. Now, okay, this is your equation of directrices given by x is equal to plus minus a upon e, and this is y is equal to plus minus a upon e. Now last one is your, what is your length of latus rectum? Length of latus rectum. This is given by 2b square by a in the both the cases. This is your same as 2b square by a. These are the length of latus rectum in both the cases. Okay, dear students, so this is your all about the description of the ellipse, in which we can find the equation, vertices, foci, length of major axis, length of minor axis, directrices, and the length of latus rectum. So based on this topic, now we can do the questions from your exercise 11.3, and this is completely based on the topic what we have illustrated in this video. So let me do one question. If in any case you are given with the equation of ellipse like this, अगर आपको देखिए, मैं आपको यही एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं. लेट मी टेक, दिस इज द equation of ellipse is given by x square by 4 plus y square by 1 is equal to 1. Then if you want to find the foci, vertices, length of latus rectum, length of major axis, length of minor axis, then how can you do? Let me write down first of all in a standard form like x square by 2 square plus y square by 1 square is equal to 1. You can see the value of a is 2 and value of b is 1. In each and every question you have to take a greater than b. जो भी greater value होगी बच्चों वो आपने a लेनी है और जो lesser value होगी that is to be taken as b. So this is a, this is b. Now what is the vertices? Vertices are given by plus minus 2 comma 0. What are your foci? Foci के लिए first of all let me find the value of c. This is given by a square means 4 minus 1 under root which is your root 3. So the foci will be your plus minus root 3 comma 0. What is the length of major axis? This is given by 2a which is 2 into 2 4. What about length of minor axis? This is given by 2b. 2 multiplied 1 is your 2 again. Now one more thing about the eccentricity. Eccentricity can be obtained by E is equal to C by A. In any case, whenever if you are asked to find the value of eccentricity in which C and A both are given to you, then you can find the eccentricity by this formula C upon A. C is given by root 3, A is your 2. So eccentricity of this ellipse will be given by root 3 by 2. Now equation of directrix is given by x is equal to plus minus A by E. A कितना है हमारा A2 है. What is the value of E? E is your can be obtained by C by A. So you can find the value of equation of directrices also. And length of lattice rectangle is given by 2b square by A. 2b square by A means the value of B and the value of A is need to be put and you will find the value of the length of lattice rectum. So in this way we can do the questions. And one more thing I want to tell you, how can you examine whether this is your horizontal ellipse or vertical ellipse? This will depend upon the value of A. बच्चों अगर जिस भी वेरिएबल के नीचे बड़ी वैल्यू होगी वो उसी के अलोंग हमारा एलिप्स होगा. लाइक अगर x के नीचे 2 है और y के नीचे 1 है तो इट मीन्स दिस इज द ellipse which is your along x axis because x square upon 2 square. 2 आपकी बड़ी value as compared to 1. So this ellipse will be surely be along your x axis. अगर y के नीचे बड़ी value है like this is x square by 4 plus y square by 9 is equal to 1. Then this ellipse will surely be along y axis. This is your vertical ellipse in which the value of A will be 3 and value of B will be 4. So this was all about the basic concept of the ellipse. Now let me do the exercise 11.3 for all of you in the next video. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.